Welcome to the Beasts of the NFC East. I'm your host, Sean Gnitzcavich, with my co-host, Jeremy Goode. Jeremy Goode, what is good?
Eagles, Giants, Commanders, a lot better. I don't know if good is the proper grammar there, but a lot better than before after a little bit of a trade happened yesterday. So it's good that one team got a lot worse in the NFC East.
Yeah, Micah Parsons just got traded. Thank you, Jerry Jones. Thank you, Jerry Jones. Micah Parsons, the biggest trade that I can remember. Like, I'm trying to think back.
Yeah.
Like, maybe the Khalil Mack trade, but that was different. Like, the Bears weren't really like a needle mover.
Right.
Micah Parsons to the Packers for 2 first-round picks and Kenny Clark. Kenny Clark, great defensive tackle. He's not Micah Parsons. You want to know who is the odds-on favorite to win Defensive Player of the Year? Micah Parsons, and you traded him. It's so like this is bizarre. This is the most shocking trade in the NFL in so long. Like I was thinking maybe the OBJ trade, which hurt me a lot, but
Yes.
OBJ still was dealing with injuries the years prior. This is not the same. This is Micah Parsons in his prime. Yeah, Jerry Jones is like, oh, he deals with injuries. What he missed like fucking. Sorry, apologize for swearing. I'm hyped up here. Like 4 games in the past like 3 seasons. Like that's nothing. This is bizarre. And Terry McLaurin also got signed since the last time that we spoke. That's huge. 3 years, $97 million. He got his money. We kind of knew that was coming. Brian Robinson Jr. got traded for a 6th-round pick to San Francisco. That's whatever. I mean, if you're a Giants and an Eagles fan, yeah, this is pretty big. Oh, and you guys got Sam Howell. The Eagles got Sam Howell.
So that might be the biggest news, actually.
That might be the biggest news. But like, let's just get into it.
And Will Lampkin too.
Oh, and Will Lampkin, yeah.
Yes.
And the Giants got Bo Bade from the Ravens. Like that was a big, steal out of cut day. This is nuts. Micah Parsons, the whole Cowboys defensive line has just shifted. The whole Cowboys defense has just shifted. Like the whole team, it feels crazy. Cowboys players are pissed. Jerry Jones is off saying, "Yeah, we knew this was coming. We knew if we wanted to sign him, we would have signed him months ago." Yeah, well, you should have, and you should have signed Dak Prescott earlier than before the first game of the season last season, and CeeDee Lamb earlier than he did. Thank you, Jerry, for being Jerry. I am so sorry, Cowboys fans, but hey, you got Kenny Clark and two first-round picks. You have 4 first-round picks in the next 2 seasons. That's what Jerry's. And you know what he said? He could use those right now to go out and get somebody else. And I think the funniest thing is I see Cowboys fans, yeah, maybe you could use him to go get Micah Parsons back. This is bizarre. You think this is like all just one big ploy to get Arch Manning?
So I was just about to say that, Sean. I think they're going to package these picks and hopefully for their sake, for what they would want to do, go after Arch. The problem is though, if a team really likes him, which a team will, they're not going to trade. They're not going to trade him for anything at a point because you'll get your quarterback. You were bad for the year. You got your draft pick. Good luck, Dallas, if that's their thinking. But I did think yesterday. I bet they want to package these picks and just move all the way up. But
it doesn't work like that, though. I mean, the Giants tried trading like a huge haul to move up for Drake May last year, and also for Jaden Daniels. It wasn't happening. Like they wanted to. They tried. They tried with even this year, like minutes before the draft started, they tried again to get Cam Ward. If the team is in love with a quarterback, like. There's a reason why you try to trade forward first-round picks for like a future quarterback, because that's how much they're wanted. If somebody lucks in to the first overall pick and Arch Manning is going into that draft, they're not taking 4 first-round picks. No. The other thinking is maybe they want to tank, but the Cowboys, unfortunately, still are very good. Like they're not going to have the first overall pick unless everything goes to hell.
Right. They're probably too good for that, but they got a lot worse after this trade.
This is crazy.
Whatever identity they had on defense, assuming that Micah would play, out the window.
Done.
just a very, 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 very good player, great player, generational player, and they put that money towards Dak, and just another fallout in Dallas because of stuff like that. Keep on giving players who aren't generational money, and they lost out on Micah because of it. So,
Dallas
God.
Cowboys. I don't know. Let's see. Oh, and there's this crazy stat that I saw, like defensive
Mm,
EPA per play while Micah
mhm.
Parsons was on the field was
Yeah,
number one in the whole NFL when Micah Parsons was on the
yeah.
field. The best defensive EPA. Without him, the Cowboys were 31st. And I don't think Kenny Clark is going to really move the needle on that, guys. And what does Jerry say? We needed to stop the run. You want to know what else you need to do? You need to get to the quarterback. There's something like you're robbing Peter Piper Paul. You're
Right.
screwing the whole team, Jerry.
Yeah.
And I love it. I love it.
Well,
I
we know
wonder if is this
it,
emphasis for week one against the Eagles? Is that what he needs to stop the run because of Saquon? Is he preparing just for week one? Is he going to try to trade for Micah back after week one?
I don't have the stats in front of me, but we know who Mike is as a player. I don't know exactly what he is against the run. He's not a bad run. Like he's okay. He's a defensive end, but he like he can like get to the edge and like make a play against the run pretty well too. Right? Like I'm not dreaming. Like I'm not like imagining that. Like
No,
he's not an issue there. Yeah, so bad. It's
this is
every time Jerry opens his mouth to try to reason and try to hear what and have the world hear what he's thinking, his thought process, just makes it ten times worse. Which is, I mean, lovely for us, but just such a wild trade. I can't believe it.
I can't like this is. I mean, like I said, the biggest NFL trade. Like I'm trying to think of a bigger trade, like of prime
Yeah,
players, because like and
Brady was
obviously
Brady was a
yeah,
free agent when he went to Tampa, but he was also older.
that's what I'm saying. Like a player in their prime, Micah Parsons is 26. Yeah, you got a 29-year-old Kenny Clark and DTs. Like they play well into their 30s, but
Yeah,
this is
or
not the
but
same.
yeah, yeah. I
Oh my gosh. And just everything about this is just bizarre, dude. It's bizarre. And it, like I didn't think this was going to happen. I did not think this was going to happen. Like
yeah. I thought,
I
yeah, I thought I thought they would reach terms because players just don't have that much power in the NFL because of non-guaranteed money and injuries and stuff like that. So and he would have just found a way to get on the same page as Jerry, and he would have been happy. He still would have gotten paid, but he would have, probably complained later on in the contract, but he would have been content at least getting a resolution at the last second, like Dallas did with Dak the day of the first game of last season.
yeah.
You would think something similar would happen with that just because of the way the NFL is laid out. It it didn't, and then they shipped him to Green Bay. And yesterday, I think Sean was the first day. Yesterday morning, when Dallas started announced that they would take offers and seriously consider trading him, and they did. They did it within hours.
Yeah. And I mean the Packers, yeah, they paid him like an astronomical deal, but that's for probably like I said, odds on favorite to win defensive player of the year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a what 4 year, 188 million. That's 47 million like average per year, which
You have,
is
yeah,
is more than Patrick Mahomes. But like the contracts, they grow. Like by the time that we sign Abdul Carter, who will probably be the odds-on favorite defensive player of the year in a few years, it'll probably be like 55 million a
available.
year.
Yeah, you also just have to pay. You have to pay elite players. There's nothing around
Yeah,
that. And by trading away Kenny Clark, money wise, I guess it helps a little bit. The two first round picks will, if they were to pan out for their second contract, that kind of balances out the Micah deal a little bit too. It's not great overall, but like there's something there. So if you're the Packers, I wouldn't worry too much about the money. Yeah, it's a
I
lot.
wouldn't. Also, the Packers are definitely going to the playoffs. Like they now
Oh,
they've
yeah.
probably just pushed like their chances to win the Super Bowl or go deep in the playoffs. Like that draft pick, that first overall draft pick, is going to be a late draft pick. It's
Right.
not going to be an early draft pick.
Both
You
probably,
know?
well, both best case scenarios, low 20s, mid 20s, best case scenario if something happens. But yeah, I think they win the North now.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. I think this
At
just
least.
changed the whole dynamic of the NFL with one
Yeah.
player. That's how powerful this is, Jerry.
Yeah.
Gee, what are you doing, Jerry? Oh, this is nuts. But we have other things to talk about too. We're gonna talk about all the over-unders for season totals, which I don't know if the Cowboys have moved. They're currently at 7.5
Mm.
wins on the year. I
I'm
don't
gonna
know. You
take
want to get into that? I mean, we could just
I'm
talk
gonna
about
start off.
Micah Parsons.
I'm gonna take the under with that, if that's still the number.
That's the number as of today. This is via CBS Sports. Yeah.
7.5. So I guess that was a number. I guess there. I want to say that that number was in place with them assuming Micah wasn't going to play, but but that wouldn't make. I don't know if that makes
I don't
sense.
know. In this article, it's referencing the Micah Parsons trade. I mean, dude, I bet you people are
Oh, interesting.
hammering this. I
Okay.
wouldn't doubt if this moved. Yeah, so it's at the over under is at 7.5, and that is plus 115. The under is actually like worse odds, so it's more likely to hit the under with minus 135. So it's leaning towards the under. And
Yes.
sorry, Cowboy fans, but I know like my friends are like, oh, now we might be better than the Cowboys. I'm like, I thought we were going to be better than the Cowboys regardless this year with Ryan Schottenheimer. But like, I will
Right.
say this, like that offense is still solid
Yeah,
with
we'll
Dak and
see.
CD and George Pickens. But
Yeah,
the
I think.
running game's an issue. They're talking about how they need to stop the run, but they also didn't build
They
a
need
run.
to
So
start
the
their own
run
run.
game
Yeah.
is so important.
Yeah.
It just nothing makes sense in that organization right now.
Yeah.
And
I
it's
think.
fun to see it because the Giants have been that dysfunctional for years and years, and it's nice to
Oh
see,
yeah.
a fellow rival struggling.
Yeah, it's nice that I can't relate. I think Pickens. He'll be interesting because he definitely has a lot of talent. I think that um, he was limited in Pittsburgh, maybe because of the quarterback situations throughout the last few
Yeah.
years. I think maybe there's something to his game too, where he'll drop a pass that he shouldn't in a crucial spot, or like he'll just like go quiet for a little bit here and there. We'll see. It depends on how he fits in with Dallas from the start. Yeah, obviously he has a great wide receiver across from him, a quarterback who I don't really think is that good, but we've seen him be able to throw down the field quickly and move the ball and score points and get yards at decent clips. So
Oh yeah.
Dak is Dak essentially. But yeah,
Dak is Dak
we'll
has
see.
had like MVP esque seasons, and I think
Sure.
this year, and especially with their defense taking a big hit like this, like I could see Dak having a huge season with the wide receivers that he has. And but the thing is, George Pickens is in a contract year, so he's going to play well. But
Right.
is he going to get paid? That's the funny
Well,
thing too.
they might now have some money, a little more money than because
I
otherwise
guess so.
I think it would have been tough to pay him if he had if he had a great year. He's probably gone because he's going to top dollar at that point. And a wide receiver is a free agent at his age. Oh my God, he'd make. There's so many teams who'd pay him like big dollars that I don't know if Dallas would be interested in. But yeah, we'll see with Dak. I don't know. It doesn't help that he doesn't have an established running back behind him. Um, we've just seen so many we've just seen so much context with Dak where you game plan for him with a defense and steering the headlights a lot of time. And then of course they'll be down 25. This team is down 27 all the time. And then they'll lose by 6 because they take their foot off the gas, so the other team on defense, and everyone goes, see, look. But Dak is honestly a stats merchant a lot of the times, and it'll be interesting to see real stat numbers against those numbers. I don't know if there's a measurement for that, but he is talented. Yeah, I agree. We've seen him sling the ball decently down the field in terms of playoff wise, not so much in terms of just regularity and consistency, not as much either. Obviously, he's had some injury stuff. Last year was bad. He'll get another shot, another year to, I guess, reverse some of the downhill marks that he's had on his career. So
Yeah,
we'll see.
we'll see. But we're both going under on the 7.5.
Yes, I could see them. Seven seems like a strong number, but I think that it could like I could see them doing seven, but like 5, 6. It's
Yeah, it's
maybe
and
lower. I don't know.
I'll tell you what though too. If that goes down, at least you have Joe Milton traded for him. Like he's more
Yes,
exciting than Cooper Rush. I mean, Cooper Rush did
yes.
well for you guys in relief of Dak.
I
I know
should.
because he beat the Giants multiple
Yeah.
times
I mean,
standing in.
I should mention too, Sean, when I
Yeah,
was thinking about Arch Manning last night and seeing if they would package those trades up. Besides the fact it's going to be tough because a team that's number one there isn't going to want to trade those picks anyway.
yeah.
How are you going to get off that Dak contract? No
Oh
team
yeah,
is no team is going to take that at all. It's just going to it sets you back cap wise crazy. Um, Age wise, he's up there. Injury wise, he's had injuries, and player wise, we've seen who Dak is. Um, Not to mention all that money and that contract. Yeah. I don't see how they get off of that. I don't see a
yeah.
team bailing them out either.
I was thinking about that as well. I
Yeah.
mean, maybe the Saints. The Saints are in quarterback hell, but I
Yeah,
think they're trying to
but
take Arch down.
they'll draft a quarter. Yeah,
Yeah,
even if they can't get Arch, they'll draft their own quarterback for on that 5 year rookie deal.
yeah. I mean, yeah, that's nuts. Okay, we don't have to bash the Cowboys anymore. We can bash the New York Football Giants.
I
And
like
I've been
that.
saying this for a while. The New York Football Giants, our over under is at 5.5. And
Too.
I am hammering that over. Oh, it's the hardest schedule in the league. Oh, it's so hard. It's so scary. Well, guess what? Good teams win those hard games. And I think this New York Football Giants team is a good team. And I am hammering that over. And maybe we'll look back and the Giants will have another top 3 pick because we sucked. But I don't think this year. I'm feeling very good about this, guys. I'm feeling very good about this. I am bleeding blue and I am ready to go, man. And I'm going the over. Jeremy, what do you say? 5.5.
The defense is intriguing because I think defense can win you games. And if the defense is as hyped as they can be this early, interesting. Um, the quarterback situation, in all seriousness, is just an issue because if you're rolling with Russ, I just don't see him moving the ball down the field consistently at a good pace. Um,
And you know what? If he doesn't, guess what?
what?
Jackson Dart, baby. Jackson Dart. Joe Shane
Yeah,
was actually, this is the most, because I know he gets asked this all the time in press conferences. Like, what's the timeline on Jackson Dart? And he said it. He said, like, if he's ready, like, when we feel he's ready, he'll go in. You know,
well,
it's not like,
that's my
and
point.
there's
It's
no
like
number on this. Yeah.
my point with what the Giants are doing is like they say that just start him week one. I don't believe he's not ready week one, and then week three, week four after they see if Russell Wilson plays poorly, they go okay, just toss it like put him out on the fire from the start. Be smart about it, but like my God, so alas, defensively it's intriguing. Again, five seems like. 4 to 5.
5.5. So 6 wins, essentially, is
Right. That's why. That's what I'm
I need
saying
to
is
hit
five.
6, yeah.
4 and 5 seem like a good home, so I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go under.
Yeah, I figured you were leaning that way. That's
Thank
okay,
you.
man. That's okay. You know, it's
6. What
funny.
would it be? What would it be for that? 6 and 11.
Yeah, 6-11, which I mean, it's been a hard benchmark for the Giants to hit. Although they did hit it with Tommy DeVito a couple years back.
Yes.
Speaking of which, Tommy Vito, we did lose our Jersey boy. He
Yes,
got
I
whacked.
saw.
Whacked
Practice
as in
squad.
waived. No, he got claimed by the Patriots.
Oh wow.
Claimed by the
That's
Patriots. Tommy
cool.
Cutlets is now Tommy Chowder. And the Patriots, I know back when Bill even, when we signed him, like Bill Belichick was interested in Tommy Cutlets.
That is interesting.
And Tommy DeVito went off. I think he had 3 touchdowns in the last preseason game against the Patriots. So, like, he was on full
Wow.
display.
That was the writing there for Abel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'll still go under. I guess what I'm thinking is like maybe the Giants could will themselves a few games end the season, not against the Eagles, of course. Oh, we don't play you guys late anyway, but maybe Dallas. I don't know. We'll see. I wouldn't if they won 6 games.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be too surprised. I guess if that's a positive answer for Giants land, but I'm thinking more like 4 to 5. Yeah.
I'm thinking playoffs.
There's just so
I'm
much.
thinking playoffs, dude. I'm
Oh,
thinking
my God.
playoffs. I'm telling you, dude. My friend who's a Giants fan, he's like, dude, now we'll be just like the third worst team in the division. I was like, dude, I think we're better than the Commanders. And I think we're gonna see that week 1. I think we're gonna go week 1. We're gonna preview week 1 next week. But I don't want to go through every game of the schedule. But we'll have that momentum after crushing the Commanders, crushing the Cowboys, and we'll go into the Chiefs game Sunday Night Football, and we'll be freaking ready, dude. We'll be ready. We'll take those guys on. It'll look like the Eagles versus the Chiefs in the Super Bowl last year. That's what the Giants are going to do to the Chiefs.
I like it.
3. And that's 3 wins right there. We're halfway through the total we got to get, dude. But in all seriousness, and I know you're talking about Russ. Russ was voted the captain by the players. Like,
right.
And I think everybody respects Russ. He's won a Super Bowl. We gave him that money. This is like I think Russ. I think a lot of people are undervaluing Russ. I think that first off, huge upgrade over Daniel Jones, and you saw how loyal Dable was to Daniel Jones, and Shane was loyal to Daniel Jones for doing the little that he could. And I think that if Russ, unless he's a complete disaster, if we're even just close in games, I think he at least has 7-8 games in him, like depending.
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah. In terms of games that he plays, yeah, sure. I think that he could get halfway through the season at okay-ish play even. But yeah, I agree with that for sure. Yeah.
I mean, this isn't like I'm sure there's sports books that have this, but if you wanted to set an over under on how many games Russell Wilson starts for the Giants this year, what would you put it at?
I don't know what they're it's tough because I don't want to answer a question I don't know. I just don't know what the Giants in all seriousness are thinking in terms of expectations. If they're losing games early on, are they going to get mad at Russell even if he's playing okay? If he's playing poorly, do they bench him or do they just ride it out because they still want to develop Dart? If he's playing well but they're losing, does losing trump all in this case and they pull him? If they're winning, I don't know if that's an option. So I don't know. I don't know. I guess over under. I say he plays starts 6 games at least.
Yeah, I think definitely at least. And the thing is, the Giants have such a late bye too.
Yeah, I just don't know.
Like it's week 14, I believe, for the Giants. Like the latest bye you can have. It's stupid.
Oh,
so, like,
interesting.
If you're thinking like you would go like Jackson Dart for like the last 3 games, like that's something too.
Right.
But the fact that he looked so good in preseason. Like, and obviously it's preseason, whatever. But
he's also what, 37?
What?
Well, he's just 37 years old, right?
Oh, Russell Wilson? Yeah. So the fact that Jackson Dart looked so good in the preseason is what I'm saying. I see. It's gonna start the chance, and like I swear, like the Giants culture is like they hear that stuff, man. They hear that stuff, and like John Mara, like if we're a laughingstock and the fans are calling for Jackson Dart, I think he might even just go over their heads. Brian Table and Shane are on such short leashes too. Like
they hear
John
it,
Mara might want to see his guy.
They hear it, they see it with the planes. Yeah. That's why. I just I don't know. I don't know what impulses they'll have in how they're going to approach the season and the outcomes early on.
Yeah, let's do another little over-under. Over-under the amount of planes calling for Brian Dable's job this season. I think there's at least, I don't know. That means that the season's a failure?
Yes.
I'm going to go under because I'm already riding high on these Giants. What about you? You going to go over one plane calling for their jobs?
I'll go. Yeah, I'll go over. I'll say at least 2. I'll go over 1.5.
Yeah.
I think.
Oh, 2. Yeah. I mean, I think we had 2 or 3 last year.
Right.
Yeah. Those planes.
I just need that one person to set it up.
Oh, yeah, dude. Those guys, I think the planes are just going to become a thing in New York now.
Yes. Just over North Jersey. Unbelievable.
Do you know off rip the Eagles over-under? Because I think they might have the highest over-under.
For wins? I saw somewhere that it was 11.5.
That's what I have here.
Yeah.
That's what I have here. Are
Yeah.
you going over on that, Jeremy?
Yeah, I think I'm going to go over. Not by much. I think, again, I think that these, I don't know if it's just reverse psychology. I'm being convinced by the lines that are being given to me. I think
Yeah.
it's a tough schedule. I see them, 12, 13, maybe closer to 12, honestly. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I mean,
think 11-6 absolutely in play. But I think that they do. I think 12-5 is, or it sounds about right. I mean, Vegas seems to know, so we'll see. But as of now, I think 12 is solid.
yeah. As a Giants fan,
Mm,
I never want to be pro Eagles, but as somebody who claims to know sports and know football and has been doing
yes.
a podcast talking about the whole NFC East for 3 seasons, even in the Eagles' down season, they still
Right.
won 11 games. Did they not?
They did. They were like 11-1,
Yeah.
and then lost the
Yep.
last one.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna go over. I'm gonna go over on this. It just. Yeah, I mean, even I'm looking at this article on CBS Sports. Even if the Philly does go under here, 11 wins could very well win the NFC East. Yeah, I think so.
Right. That's it. It's yeah. Especially if they win the right way in Washington, they take care of Washington in those matchups. I think, and I think there's a downward fall in Washington too. But we'll get into that later.
Yeah. I mean, let's be real. Like the Eagles are the reigning champs. I bet you that
Mhm.
they're everybody's favorites. I know some people now are like leaning Packers, which actually
Yeah,
I want to see what the Packers has moved up.
yeah, it'll
What do
be
you think the
interesting.
Packers is at?
Oh, yeah.
But we all play the Packers because we play the NFC North this year, correct?
So the Eagles play the Packers in Lambeau this year, but
Yeah.
and we all, I think we do play. Yeah,
Yeah,
we
yeah,
play.
no, yeah. We
Yeah,
play the NFC North. Yeah.
yeah. I know if it was just you play one, depending on the playoff situation. I'll say
Yeah.
Packers uh, wins is over under 10.5.
Dude, you are spot on, Jeremy.
Am I?
Spot on. Yeah, that's it, dude.
Did,
Although
did, did that move since yesterday?
I'm not sure. I feel like it. I mean, that seems like it was already on there. I'm
Okay.
reading about it, but I feel like 10.5 already makes sense for the
Yeah,
Packers.
you sort of can like place it with the Eagles and like they they changed a lot yesterday. They got better. Already
Dude,
good team. It depends on Jordan Love and how much you love him. No pun intended.
yeah, and like Matthew Golden is like they finally drafted a first round wide receiver too. Like,
Yes.
I mean, this isn't a
Mhm.
Packers podcast, but Packers are looking good. My fiance is a Packers fan, and
Mm.
she was well, she doesn't know football that well, so she didn't really know what was going on. But but she was excited to hear that she got probably the best defensive player in the league,
Oh
who's
yeah.
still in his prime. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's crazy. Um, I think that's enough for the. I mean, like it's enough said. Like
Yeah.
we don't have to dissect it. They're Super Bowl
Yeah.
champs. I mean, they lost some defensive players on that line, but they have so many
Lost a
young
bit of
defensive
depth. Yep.
players that are getting better. You know, they
Yep.
lose Josh Sweat. Nolan Smith is going to step up. You'll probably turn Aziz Ojulari into a Pro Bowler. Um,
He
you
had a
guys,
bad he had a
Milton
bad
Williams.
he had a
Yeah.
bad summer, so hopefully he is a regular season kind of player.
I mean, the way he was with the Giants too, he had like 6 sacks or whatever in
Yeah.
like 4 games. But like,
Yeah.
you look at his pressure numbers and you look at his pass rush win rate, like it was,
Yep. Oh yeah.
he's fluky. Yeah.
Yep.
There's a reason why.
Oh
There's a
yeah.
reason why, because I mean, there's some people when he was drafted too that thought he was going to be in the first round. I even considered him in the first round. Fell to the second round.
If things had gone better, he would have gone paid with a little more consistent play because the numbers as is are pretty solid for what he's been able to do on the field. It's just a little bit of injuries and just consistency issues too.
Yeah. But yeah, we're both going over there. And the Washington Commanders, do you want to guess their over under?
9.5.
Yeah, did you know that?
I did
Yeah.
not, but I'm trying to place
One-
everything with like
Yeah.
in terms of like the Eagles. So the Eagles have been like a good benchmark.
Yeah, no, it's 9.5. You're
Okay.
high. Just randomly, you want to guess Tampa Bay, just to see if you can keep this streak alive.
I'm bad. I'll go 10.5.
9.5.
I was good. That was my second one. Darn it. I want to say 10 and make it into it, but jeez, and
Yeah,
take a
but
push.
Washington Commanders 9.5.
Yeah, I thought Bucks would be. Yeah, damn.
The Commanders have gotten better. Like there's no way around
Uh
that. Like who have they lost? They lost Dante Fowler Jr. and replaced him with
huh.
an aging Von Miller. You know.
They've gotten older. They've gotten names too that are older. Yeah, it depends on how teams adjust and game plan for them now in year two of this Washington rebuild with Daniels and also just um with the team from last year as well that surround him. Yeah, you want to give your over under on this?
Man, this is so tough. Like let me just break it down in front of us here. Terry McLaurin's returning. He hasn't
Yes,
really been playing in the preseason. I'm sure he's been ready. Like
I
no
think
answer.
I think it'll be okay.
I'm sure he's fine. You know, he got the big contract. He's happy. Debo Samuel, like the thing is, Debo Samuel is a great compliment with Terry McLaurin. Like Terry McLaurin is a field stretcher, and Debo Samuel is a yak guy. And honestly,
Mhm.
with the trade of Brian Robinson Jr., I could see Debo Samuel getting like a lot of goal line work and just like a lot more running work. I mean, that's like
Yeah,
I've been
we
using him as a freaking sweep guy in Madden for years, dude. He's
we
guaranteed 10
saw that
yards.
we saw that in San Francisco towards the end of his tenure there, and he got beat up, he got injured. I think that's one of the reasons why he's digressed as a player is because they were doing all that trickery and end around and handoff stuff in him, and just having him be in the backfield, even as a running back. And I think that kind of broke him down into the kind of guy that I think he is today, which is just someone who has some talent still, but not the same guy coming out of South Carolina or like his first few years in the NFL. But we'll see.
Yeah. I mean, he had one elite year, and then I think
Yeah,
and I think that was kind of like, you know, like what Saquon Barkley just said. Like the running backs are the one position where they expect you to have a bad year if you have a really good year the year
right,
before because of all
right.
the wear and
The year afterwards, especially.
yeah.
Yep.
And that's kind of what happened to Debo. And then Debo, you know, last
Yeah.
week dealt with whatever, like some big flu or whatever. He played through it. And he looked like crap. But I mean, I feel like he's looked good in the preseason. Like even in the games, like in practice, like there's good news coming out of that camp about Debo. I like
Yeah.
that pairing. The offensive line has just gotten better. They got Josh Connerly Jr., who like was a great right tackle.
Yeah.
There will be
He'll be
tons of
interesting.
left tackle. And then they had that great third round pick, Brandon Coleman, who played left tackle last year and was really impressive. And they kick him in. I feel like Sam Cosmi, he's out for, I think I saw that he might actually come back this season, though. Return timeline. Let's see. All right. So he's already on POP. We were kind of expecting that with the ACL in January. 9 to 12 month. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I feel like if they're doing well, they're not going to force him back either. But
Right.
could be back for the playoffs. But if we're talking playoffs, that means that they need to win 9.5 games.
No
Because
doubt.
I think that NFC is going to be stout this year.
Yeah.
Stout.
Yeah.
And then defensively, you know, they've gotten better. Like they got Trey Amos on the side and cornerback. That's better than what they had going into last year with frickin' and Marshawn Lattimore returning, but better than what they came in last year. As much as Von Miller is not the Von Miller of old, we saw Bobby Wagner have played just like prime Bobby Wagner last year.
Right. Yeah. I think.
Dan Quinn knows how to get the most out of these players. I'm going over on 9.5. As much as they're going to lose week one. So,
Wow.
but I'm going over on 9.5, and we'll talk about that next week for these previews. I'm very excited about that.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see with Amos, of course. He's a rookie. We'll see how if he needs time to adjust. Miller will give them, I think, limited snaps. It just has to be the right 10 to 12 snaps a game, I think, for him.
Yeah.
At his age, we'll see. Von Miller, I think, showed his age in the NFC Championship game last year, especially the first play against the Eagles on that touchdown run. He couldn't get over the top of the defense. It was just slow from the start. So we'll see if he can return to regular season form from last year. But again, older. 9.5. I think that they do win 10. I think that they go around 10-7, but it wouldn't surprise me if they don't. So I'll say over, but I could really see them flirting with 9-8, 8-9.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like the thing is, like we're all expecting Jaden to progress,
Right.
but I mean, we've seen it with second-year quarterbacks go backwards. But
That's right.
I think Jaden Daniels is special, and I think we all know that. Like he's and like the floor that he gives you with his legs, but as a passer, like you saw just how he evolved last year from week one onwards to becoming the rookie of the year. Like when the Giants played him week 2 or 3, like he couldn't even pass the ball past the 5-yard line. And then the second time we played him, he was MVP level. You know, like his growth, especially with like the returning of Cliff Kingsbury. I think Cliff is going to get a lot out of. And Cliff, even as a play caller, like going into last season, everybody was trashing him, and now
Cliff, yeah,
he's got but we didn't last year though. This time last year,
yeah. I was just concerned because of the NFL thing, but as a play caller, as an offensive mind, I've always thought that like he's good. It's just finding the right system in the NFL opposed to college, where I think you could probably implement him anywhere in college. NFL's a little different, but yeah, he did a good job.
Yeah, but the one thing that I do want to talk about with this commander is that probably my biggest. I mean, the biggest concern I think is edge depth, 100%. Like that's still there.
Yeah,
but also, and Johnny Newton too. Even though he's a defensive tackle, like he has that pass rush ability too. So like I'm sure he's gonna give them some help in terms of getting to the passer. But my biggest concern I think is the run game now. I mean, like Brian Robinson Jr. was some like top back, but Brian Robinson Jr. was a solid piece in a rotational backfield. And yes, they got Bill Krosky Merritt, Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt, whatever his name is now, and he's exciting but he is a 7th-round pick, and he's small. He's not what Brian Robinson Jr. is. They're probably best comp to Brian Robinson Jr. is Chris Rodriguez Jr., who I think right now is listed as number 1 on the depth chart. So we'll see how that. I mean, but like I don't think anybody is ecstatic. Like right now, I would say that the Washington Commanders probably have the worst running back room in the NFL. I'm trying to think of something like maybe the Jaguars with Travis Etienne and Tank Bigsby. No, I think that's better though.
Yeah,
David got that base.
If Etienne's healthy, he's good. If Bigsby too, he's good. Yeah, definitely.
I'm trying to like
Washington doesn't
argue. Who could you argue has a worse running back room?
Giants. No, I was just kidding.
I'm sure people do. I mean, but
depends on where you turn. Yeah,
I like what the Giants are building in our back.
I think the Giants have. I think at least the Giants have options and different things that they could do here and there. And Tracy last year, I think that definitely lifts them over than Washington. By far.
Yeah, Tracy was great. I mean, aside from the fumbling, was great last year, and even Devin Singletary, who's wasn't that
exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
Oh, you want to know who you could argue right now? Maybe the Texans with like
Mixon,
like aging. Yeah, Mixon. I don't do. There's like he might not even play this season. It sounds like
right,
but who knows? Because I thought Cam Scatterby was going to be out for the season, then he's back. like people are keeping their hands unless somebody's on PUP or IR. You don't know.
Right.
But yeah, that is my biggest concern. But also, like, I don't know. Like, they do have the committee. They got a lot out of Chris Rodriguez and Jeremy McNichols last year too. And went down. Like, they're able to move things around.
They're not playing with house money anymore. It sounds like hate, but I mean, they're
expected to win. I mean, 9.5 wins.
The teams that they were beating last year, they were barely beating for the most part. They weren't great teams either. This year will be more eye-opening than last year. I mean, last year was interesting, but yeah, it'll be more intriguing this year with more teams going after them, playing better competition, being able to game plan them more, have an idea, etc. So yeah, it'll be fun and revealing.
Yeah. All right. This is. I think that's a wrap on the team over-unders, but now we got player prop over-unders for this season.
Shoot them.
Which, as a Giants fan, when the season's trash, you can still root for your players, and that's what I've been doing for years on it. But we got so we have, and I just like seeing what you guess for these.
Yes.
I might have already told you some of these.
Oh, this I might be bad.
Let's start with the big three.
Okay.
They're all right next to. I'm using ESPN Bet for these over unders, by the way. So, what do you think Terry McLaurin's over under is set at
for receiving yards?
For receiving yards in the season. I don't even really like doing touchdowns because it's such a fluky. Like, I think yards is more of a good benchmark. You know, like
12.99.
Oh no, dude, that's high as hell.
Is it?
Yeah. No, he's actually, which I think this is a little low for him, but he's just set at 1,000 yards, 1,000.5.
1,000 in today's NFL with 17 games?
With the way that Terry McLaurin has been a perennial 1,000-yard receiver, Hit the over.
I was gonna say 1249, and then I go, let me go a little closer to 1,300.
Yeah, there's only one player at 1,300, and that's Jamar Chase.
Wow.
And then AJ Brown and Malik Neighbors actually have the same exact over/under set with the same odds. And what do you think that's at?
I think that's going to be at 11.25.
Nope, that's Brian Thomas Jr., which is higher than them. They're actually at 1,050.5. Which, like, Brian Thomas Jr. is a star, and I.
No, yeah, yeah.
I would put Malik Neighbors and AJ Brown above him in that category, though. I think, and I'm hammering the over on both of those.
Yes,
hammering those. I mean, rookie year, missed 4 games. Malik Neighbors had 1,200, almost 1,300 yards, and better quarterback.
Yeah,
hopefully a better O-line with some freaking wood to knock on. Yeah, no, hammering that. And AJ Brown, like you said it too. Like, I think that Jalen Hurts is going to have a better year this year.
Yeah,
I think
they're going to have to throw the ball more. Yep.
Yeah, because I mean, yes, as much as I don't want to think, well, I want to think that Saquon's going to regress, but like you can't just like rely on Saquon Barkley to be offensive player of the year.
Yeah, it's so hard to win. The way they won last year is wildly impressive when you break down the numbers. It is so hard to do that for a second year, like rely that heavily at the running back position. So yeah, is it doable with him? Maybe a little bit, but I think you have to get the throwing the ball more.
Yeah,
especially with all the talent you have.
Oh yeah. I mean, you guys have options.
Yeah,
and then you guys got John Mechie too. Is John Mechie like he's healthy, ready to go?
Healthy, ready to go. Looked good in the preseason game. It's looked decent in camp too. So that's a nice little depth piece after Johnny Wilson is out for the year. I think with an ACL, which kind of sucks. Although it's unfortunate. But what's that?
Did Anaya Smith make the roster too? Or
no, he did not. And I think Tennessee picked him up.
Makes sense. Yeah.
Maybe.
The Giants, like, now that we're talking about receivers, I mean, our UDFA, Bo Collins, was the sleeper who got onto the team. And I'm excited about him because I was intrigued by him when we signed him up as a UDFA because he's 6'5". Like, I've been saying, like, we need a bigger receiver. I know Isaiah Hodgins just got cut. I don't know if anybody claimed him yet, but, like, he seems like a more athletic Isaiah Hodgins.
Yeah.
And he had that huge deep ball from Russ in the preseason. Like, he's exciting.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm excited about him. But let's talk about some players that will actually probably get a lot more receiving yards than Bo Collins. And that's George Pickens. His over-under is set at 800. I'm going over. Like, I think George Pickens is going to have a career year. I think him and CD going over.
Yeah, 17 games is just a lot. I would say over. I do see a world where he finishes in the high 8s, but I think he'll go over 800 for sure, assuming he's healthy.
Yeah. And then Devonta Smith, 775.5. What did Devonta finish? What, just shy of 1,000 last year?
Yes, I think so. I think he was in the lower 900s.
I'm not gonna lie, dude. I know he still gets like, and this is fantasy. Who cares about that with actually winning? But like, I've
Mhm.
never been somebody who's. Oh no, he was at 833,
Okay.
but he did
He
eclipse
was
a
he
thousand
was
a year
injured.
prior.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he was
he dealt
injured
with
too.
injuries.
But
Yeah,
also still even when he healthy last year, he was so underutilized.
yeah. No, 100%. Devonta Smith is a great wide receiver, and I think
Yeah.
because of all the options, which is
Yeah.
great. You guys are
Well,
spoiled
how
with your
listen, it
kid.
works for everybody, is if you're moving the ball. Yep.
But I mean, that's just like that's lower than anything he's ever done in his career, though. 775. I think that. I
Yeah.
mean, that's probably factoring in. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Last year was his worst season by far, and he missed games, and it was still 833 on the season.
Right.
I think I might just parlay all these overs. I wonder what that'll look like. Actually, let
Yeah.
me just do that right now. I'm just going to do it. Over Devonta Smith. Okay, go down here. Over George Pickens. And that's minus 140 for over 775. Moving down here, we got AJ Brown over 1050, Terry McLaurin over 1,000, Malik Neighbors over 1050. And then the last one, CeeDee Lamb at the highest, 1150 and a half. And I'm
Yeah.
going to go over on that too.
I'm gonna shower the over button on that.
Yeah, me too. All right, so that is plus 3261 to parlay all those. I say we do it. I say we do it. Let's hammer. Let's be
I
degenerates.
don't hate it. I feel like there's going to be like I guess this is where they get you because if there's an injury to one of those
Injuries.
players and you're parlaying those,
Mhm.
good luck. But yeah, I
They all
guess
look good, but they all look good when you place them.
yeah. Oh, yes, I completely 100% agree with that. I guess in this case for Vegas, injury stuff, early on you'll see it from the start. So yeah, interesting. But from a non-injury perspective and just banking on their health,
Yeah,
the overs just look amazing on all those. And I think it's just because it's such talented players in the division who have the ability. The Pickens one is interesting, but
yeah,
I just still think it's a low.
yeah. The one and then Debo Samuel is the last one.
What's
Looking
he at?
here, 650 yards. I still think
I'll tell
like
you
I'm just
what,
gonna look through
if it was
Debo. I mean,
if it was at
yeah,
700 or 750, I would say I
over
I think I could see going under at 750. But what is he? What did he say? What is he at now, Sean?
650, which he has
Uh,
hit all but 1 year, and that's when
right.
he only played 13 games.
Yeah,
Oh
I
no!
guess
And then in
maybe.
the second year, he got injured. I forgot about that. So
Yeah, injuries are just.
that's the thing that
Always.
he hasn't played a full season since his big season where he had 1,400 receiving yards and like 1,770 all-purpose yards with
Mm.
his rushing as well. I think I'm gonna still go. I think I'm gonna go over though, because like Zach Ertz is the only other weapon, but we were just talking about their lack of running backs. You know, like I think he might be like. I mean, Austin Eckler is also like a check down receiving back, but like I feel like he's going to be their like check down underneath yak guy. I'm just gonna throw him in the parlay.
Eckler? Yeah.
Are you going over on that? I would go over.
I guess I don't. I think he's such a weird
Dude, just throwing that on there puts it at
situation.
plus 6,062. Holy
Wait.
crap.
What?
Just throwing him on there doubles the odds. $10
That
to win
that
six.
makes you think. That makes me think that there's I don't know. That makes me think that he's gonna go way under.
I don't
I
know.
don't know. Interesting.
Yeah. I mean, like, I'm just, like I said, I'm looking at it right here.
Oh yeah.
Like he's, and I do think, like, think about, he was a lot more buried in San Francisco. Like, they had a lot more of an embarrassment of riches in terms of options.
Yeah, but you would think that's not a bad point. Obviously, they had a lot to work
Yeah.
with, but you would think that if he did have the talent, if he was what he was hyped about consistently, he would be besides McCaffrey, he'd be the top guy because you could utilize him in so many ways. You could get him the ball in different ways. It'll contribute and move the ball, running, route running, just catching downfield. So yeah, he's an interesting one.
Yeah, I mean it's hey, he definitely is. He's the most intriguing, I think, out of every single player because I think everybody that we listed prior, like when healthy, I think that's an easy over.
Mm-hmm.
But Debo, like just seeing how he factors into this offense that's going to be the one that is definitely a little questionable. Let's see. You want to do running backs next?
Sure.
All right. Here we go. Let's bring it in here. Oh, they actually have Jalen Hurts rushing yards too, which is.
I bet.
What do you think? What do you think it's at?
What do I think it's at?
And Jaden Daniels is on here too.
Okay.
Which
this might be high over under.
This is
599.5.
That's right around there. It's at 575, and
Okay.
this is the craziest thing. Jaden Daniels is at 675 and a half rushing yards. And the Cowboys starting running back, Javonte Williams, is listed at 500. Like two quarterbacks in the division have a higher over-under on rushing yards than Javonte Williams. That's nuts.
I guess yeah. I don't know if the Cowboys have told us, but I guess Vegas is telling us who's going to be the lead back in Dallas for now.
Yeah. That's nuts, man. That is nuts.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Christian McCaffrey's set pretty low too.
How many do they have Sanders getting in or Blue splitting? Do they have?
They're not even listed. They're not even on here.
Really interesting.
Yeah. And like so they're like Javonte Williams is by far the lowest running back on here.
It's not like Dak's going to give you money rushing yards in a season too. That is bizarre.
Yeah, no, there's no Dak. There's no I mean, I'm sure they're only really listing people that they don't even have the Giants running backs on here, unfortunately.
Oh,
which sucks. Yeah. They don't have any of the Commanders either, but like they're probably trying to figure out.
Yeah, I don't think anybody knows what's going on in.
That just shows that Vegas doesn't know what's happening.
Yeah, they want to get
or the Commanders' backfield.
They want to get some depth charts to have on their side.
Yeah, I mean, I don't feel comfortable in any of these overs because Saquon Barkley, obviously the highest.
What number is that?
What do you think it's at? I find it fun to see where you think Vegas is.
1399.
Dude, you are freaking spot on, dude. It's 1400.5.
1300.5?
1400.
Oh,
so
wow.
You were literally
okay.
right there. You were there. You were
wow, interesting.
Within a yard.
What was the one category where I was just missing hard? Receiving? Yeah, receiving yards. I don't know why.
Yeah. You were a little higher on them. But
yeah,
they should hit those numbers, I think.
You would think so.
Yeah.
1,050 is like in 17 games. I don't know. Yeah.
I think they're factoring injury to
probably.
try to get people hit on them.
Yeah.
I think there you're betting on injury. But I mean, Saquon, if healthy, you think he smashes that number or what?
If healthy, I think he's around 1,600. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. But that's,
That's a big thing. Yeah, I'm not throwing him in the parlay. I don't know, man. I've seen it as a Giants fan, dude. You guys had him for 1 year, and I had him for the best year of his career.
Yeah,
I've seen it go up and down and up and down. Like even the year that he he willed us to the playoffs alone, essentially.
Yes.
Without Saquon Barkley that year, the Giants aren't going to the playoffs. But the following year, dealt with injuries, fought through him too. Like Saquon is a tough motherfucker. I mean,
totally, yeah.
Much as I resent the hell out of him, he'll fight for it. He will fight for it. But also, I see the Eagles maybe not pushing it if
that's hill.
You guys aren't
throwing it more too, which takes away yards. Maybe his receiving yards go up a little bit too, but
he was low in receiving yards last year.
Yeah,
comparatively to what he's been.
Yeah, I think maybe it could have gone better this offseason, but Jalen's always been iffy on throwing to the back in the backfield and stuff like that. For some reason, it's been they haven't figured it out
Yeah.
with him.
Well, also like they have a bunch of little like check down guys, a
Yeah,
bunch of people they can use in the short game like
yeah.
Goddard, Dotson, not
Utilize AJ Brown with all those slants. It's
Yeah, even AJ Brown. Yeah,
bread and butter stuff. Yep.
yeah. So that's almost a wrap there. The only other thing that we can go is passing
Mm.
yards. Where are we, dude? Passing touchdowns.
Oh, that'll be interesting.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how they go.
I don't know if
passing yards.
Yeah.
All right, first off rip, who do you think has the highest over-under on passing yards out of the division?
Jaden Daniels.
Not Dak?
Maybe Dak, but I think that I'll switch to Dak, I guess.
Yeah, no, it is Dak. I don't even see Ross on here.
Really? You know why? Because they don't know how many games he's going to play.
Because they don't know. That's they don't know. Like hey, that's Vegas being smart. And also like and I would also like I wouldn't do that. Even though I'm a bad gambler, I am smart enough to know not to do that. Because like all of these are like if you really are that degenerate to put a season long props, it's because you think you're going to make the whole year. Because last year I was so stoked about Jared McCain being the rookie of the year because he was the odds-on favorite and threw $50 down towards ACL the next day. I was counting it. I was like, can't wait for this to hit, and then bam, gone.
It happens.
It's rough.
All right. So if Dak's first, I'm gonna say
he is. Yeah.
41.99.
Actually, nobody. I was just gonna say nobody's over 4,000. Everybody is at 4,000. There's only two quarterbacks that are on that. It's Patrick Mahomes and Joe Burrow. Dak Prescott is set at 3750.5, and I mean we just went like 1,800 yards over, 2,000 yards over just between George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb, which I could see CeeDee going for 15 and George Pickens going for 12. Like I think 3750 healthy. Obviously, all these are healthy. I'm going. Yeah. I think Dak. Like I'm not gonna lie, I'm targeting Dak Prescott in fantasy all year. If you're a fantasy guy, I think he's the lack of running game. Their defense now getting significantly worse.
Right.
Like I think they'll be passing. I think
they'll be going. Has no shame too. I'm not kidding.
Oh yeah, he'll chuck that ball.
He'll no shame. Down 40 points in the fourth quarter, throwing for 250 and 3 scores and still losing the game. Like it is like.
Oh, he fights, man. He fights.
Yeah, the backdoorness with him is just so absurd.
Yeah. Which
is nice fantasy wise if you have him. That's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, as long as he's not throwing picks like he did that one season.
Yes.
That's the downfall. All right, yeah, but Jaden Daniels is actually second at 3,200 passing yards on the season.
Really?
Yeah.
That doesn't seem low to you?
It seems low to me. It seems low to me. Yeah.
I'll take over.
Jalen Hurts is right behind him with 3,150, which I also think is low.
I think it's low. I think
about the overs with AJ and frickin' Devonta alone. I mean, Jalen Hurts has dealt with injuries. I know.
He's missed at least 2 games around the end of the year every season, right?
Yeah.
I guess what they're doing is they're trying to lure people into take the. I don't know. Yeah.
I'm throwing him on, dude. Putting him on the parlor.
Yeah, I mean, I guess with Dak, I'd say, what was Dak 3750?
Yes. And Jalen Hurts is 3,150, and Jaden Daniels is 3,200.
I could see Dak going under, but I guess I'll give him the credit, and I'll. Yeah. That is an interesting. The 3,750 with Dak is a great number. I think. I guess.
I mean, do you mind if I'm just going to pull it up because I'd like to see.
Yeah.
What Dak has done.
Oh, what he did. So year 1.
Well, healthy. You have him up?
Yeah. Year 1, 36.67. 2, 33.24. 3, 38.87. Year 4, 49.02. 5, 1,800. 6, 4,500. 7, 2,800. 8,
Injury, yeah.
4,500, and last year 9, I guess, just under 2,000.
Yeah.
When he has great years, he's over by a lot. So
And those are all injury years that he was under.
right, yeah.
I don't know. Guess what the parlor is? So I had all of the big NFC East wide receivers hit their overs.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't touch any of the running backs. Don't like them. I don't like any of those overs. Even Javonte Williams set up 500. And there was only 2 running backs.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
Don't like it. But with the passing yards of all the overs minus Russell Wilson, because Vegas doesn't know. I don't know. I don't even think the Giants know. Because we don't know. It all depends on how everything goes. But with all those, it is $10 to win $3,383
for the court for everything.
For all of it. For all of it, Jeremy. Those are all the wide receivers, the main wide receivers in the NFC East over.
And the quarterbacks.
And all the three quarterbacks that are on there, they're overs.
I guess that's not awful. I would expect the odds to be a little better, but
and to win 3,000 is.
But for all them to hit, they're all overs too, which is just not going to happen.
Yeah,
I mean, someone's got to get hurt, and maybe not even hurt, just underperform.
I don't know, man. Listen,
it is interesting. I would say.
I think for the sake of the pod, I'm putting it down there.
I like the bet. I do like the bet.
I mean, it's just
if you want to go like halvesies, if you want to do that, I'll gladly.
Just the $10 and split it.
If you want to do that, that's fine.
Let's do it. Let's freaking do it. Making history here. This is bad. We do not endorse gambling, but this is more so, and this is not just. I like to see the numbers to see where people think, because that Vegas. I know a lot of fantasy people. They use Vegas's marks to kind of project where they see these players performing throughout the season.
They certainly have a very good grip on projections. Obviously, they're not perfect.
They have very smart people doing all this.
But it's always funny when it's at the end of a game and you're looking at the score and you're looking at the over/under and the spread, and it's just right there. You see it a lot in college basketball, other sports too. They have their algorithms. They have their equations and their numbers that work well for them, to say the least.
But I think that's enough degeneracy. We're throwing it down. $10 to win 3,000. Jeremy, 5 and 5 on that one. We're shaking on that. All right. Unless you want to do 20, 10 and 10.
No, let's stick to the lower number.
That's fair.
It's just I just see the idea seems great, but just injury wise, wow, you're.
No, I don't like throwing big money on anything like that. Any long shots. It's silly, and But I think that's a wrap. We are less than a week away from NFL action and your team and the Cowboys. The Cowboys-Eagles starting off the season this year on Thursday Night Football.
That's right.
Is less than a week away. We'll be back, I believe, Wednesday. We will have something out for previewing the Week 1 games. And I don't know. I'm excited, man. I am hyped up, dude. Man. Football is here, man. I've been waiting all year.
And you're the team as the Giants too. It just shows how big of a fan you are of the sport. Love that.
This is the best time of year to be a Giants fan before it all goes to hell. Right. Trust me, it's happened ever since we started this podcast. My hopes and dreams die week 1, and they die hard. So let's hope that's not the case this year. And you can hear our thoughts on that next episode. So stay tuned, like and subscribe. Jeremy, anything you want to say before we wrap up here?
I just want to note too that my hat is this very comfortable. I think I'm not even trolling when I say this. I think they're more comfortable because of what's on the hat. But yes, just wanted to note that.
Good for you. This is actually this feels like a puppy's ear. It's actually very comfortable.
I might have to look into one of those with a different team on the top.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah.
Yes.
Anyways, thank you guys. If you guys made it this far, God bless you. God freaking bless you. And put the money on the overs because life's too short to bet the unders. Anyways, thank you guys. Like and subscribe. We'll see you next time.